games, no promise beyond that. So if you're on those other platforms and you see these 4 games coming, please don't take it as some signal that everything's coming. It's not.
It's coming, and you are going to see more of our games on more platforms, and we just see that as a benefit to the franchise.
What the fuck is feel on? Nigga must be higher than a seal on. Got the CLIs and code red, them boys all in they feel ons. Flying out to the X guys, got the Xbox in the friend zone, while the PS5 getting all their games, even those he said would never come. It was only 4 and nothing more. I mean more for sure. I mean more galore. I mean Indiana Enforcer, boy. Xbox turned into a corner whore. Hold the line, what the fuck for? Told the line to give you more. If Xbox dies, my channel's done. If Game Pass lives, the console won't. Either way we lose. For playing broke, it was all a dream. As Game Informed, I was just informed. They can't inform you. Damn skipping cause the S suck. No Wukong or Phantom Blade. Just lie on Sony. Who gives a fuck about what the devs or the pub say? Yeah! They are, son. They talk too much like Carson. PS5 is the greatest, even with the haters, nigga, is bar none. They love feel like envy if we dancing on them like Carlton. I'm the Fresh Prince, you call son. Eddie on the Sydney Star run. They pray for peace like the Middle East, but never get it like Godson. Looking goofy cause your wind's low. Riding any way the wind blow. Xbox was on some hoe shit, trying to backdoor Nintendo. Y'all dudes is down bad like a friend request with a friend code. Spend $100 billion on bullshit and you still sitting on the bench, bro. Got your man looking like a side hoe, like Taco Bell, it's nacho. So many clowns around doing podcasts. This shit looking like a sideshow. Yeah.
So 4 games, no promise beyond that. So if you're on those other platforms and you see these 4 games coming, please don't take it as some signal that everything's coming. It's not.
It's coming, and you are going to see more of our games on more platforms, and we just see that as a benefit to the franchise.
What the fuck is feel on? Nigga must be higher than a seal on. Got the CLIs and code red, them boys all in they feel ons. Flying out to the X guys, got the Xbox in the friend zone, while the PS5 getting all their games, even those he said would never come. It was only 4 and nothing more. I mean more for sure. I mean more galore. I mean Indiana Enforcer, boy. Xbox turned into a corner whore. Hold the line, what the fuck for? Told the line to give you more. If Xbox dies, my channel's done. If Game Pass lives, the console won't. Either way we lose. For playing broke, it was all.
What's good? What's good, everybody? Hope y'all doing good. Can y'all hear me loud and clear? Hopefully you can. A run in the house, my brother. My biggest hater. Also my biggest supporter. When I call y'all name, y'all know what time it is. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you want. If you won't, don't subscribe. Y'all hear my brother Sick Humor with the whole slate coming. That joint be jamming. Shout out to Two Man. Barrios in the house was good, big fella. 2 Man as usual. Zero Steel in the house. Stony, what's up, player? I know y'all seen that wonderful Super Bowl game. I know y'all seen that wonderful halftime show. The 510 in the highs. Where can I download that song? Listen, my brother Sick Humor gave it to me. And pause. And you know what I'm saying? But if you go on his channel, he plays it all the time. I jam it in the car all the time. He need to go ahead and throw that on iTunes and Apple Music. You know what I'm saying? Veteran Prime in the house. Yo, them Eagles beat the dog shit out of the Chiefs. Like PlayStation beat the dog shit out of Xbox. Big facts. And I don't know if y'all seen it, but at that halftime show with Kendrick Lamar, they had the PlayStation symbols there. He had PlayStation Easter eggs there. Also, the NFL did a deal with Sony at CES this year. They talked about their partnership and stuff like that. So I'm sure that has a lot to go with it. And UMG is a part of Sony. I think they got their thing. They own the music stuff. So either way, Sony get the bag from it. Pastor Joe's boyfriend is in the house. What's good, player? What's good? Damn, Pastor Joe's ex-husband in here. Oh, man. Where Pastor Joe is, man? All his stands in here. Caledon Summer in the highs. No red lines. Big facts. Panda Mark. Yeah, Chiefs flopped the rigged game. Listen, man, I think just too many eyes was on it. Too many eyes was on it. Parker Burris in the house was good. If you like PlayStation so much, why are you on Twitter and YouTube all the time? Well, that's because you don't watch when I stream. You don't watch my gaming. You ain't here to see me play games. You here to see me talk shit about Xbox, and that's what I'm going to do. When I stream games, I only have one person in the chat. When I talk shit about Xbox, you here bright and early, brother. Come on, let's stop the cap. You know what you came to see, and you gonna get it. Pause. For Brizzle in the highs. So much for the Revs carry the Chiefs. Listen, man, I'm just saying. Glacian 3 was good, my brother. Happy Sunday. Lunchi in the highs. Lunchi was good. My brother Aaron, he said, I thought Mans was your biggest hater. I'm just here calling balls and strikes. Balls. Hey, man. Hey, listen, man. You know everything that happened over there on Blaze Channel, man, with Meds. Hey, listen, man. Much love to Meds. Hopefully he's good. God bless that brother. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I can get under people's skin. Maybe I can't. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Ghostface Killer in the house was good. My brother, the generic Eric in the house was good. Post up his little righty son. Mustard was good, player. I ain't gonna lie, I thoroughly enjoyed that halftime show. I thoroughly enjoyed it. That shit was lit to me. Again, it's for the culture. It's for the culture. So people who are not in the culture and can't understand, they probably ain't gonna like the half. They probably didn't like the halftime show. Lay in the house, what it do, player? The Ruham, my brother. The Heathen Steven. He said, I think the Chiefs took them lightly, and it's proven time and time again. Defense wins like championship. That's true. Listen, the Eagles defense, they sacked Mahomes like 15 times. They didn't let him do shit. They got all them interceptions. They put him on his ass. They ain't really getting no flags. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest. I think it's good for football. I mean, it's like when you got the same teams that go every year and they win every year. There's a lot of you got 32 teams. You mean to tell me I ain't number like 2 teams can go every time the same ones? The Eagles won it fair and square. I mean, it was a great game. You know, Chiefs good. They got 3. They good. C Fresh in the highs. PlayStation symbols on the Super Bowl field was fire. Absolutely. Listen, don't forget we're gonna talk about it. We got a state of play. Sony state of play coming this week, according to Nate the Hate and others. And they were, those people are typically always right. Low Key Poppy, yeah. Go to a Kendrick concert full of culture. Marcus Grant in the house. Who did that song, bro? Hey, that's my brother Sick Humor, man. The whole slate coming. Free weights in the highs. Hey, I enjoyed that halftime show. Bro looked in that camera. Drake, I hear you like I'm young. Oh, man. Bro was smiling in there, cheesing. Mike Johnson in the highs. It was good. What's crack-a-lacking? Young City in the highs. Human. Said the Chiefs are the Xbox of NFL. Shit, no, they not. They done won some championships. Xbox ain't won shit. Plus Ultra. It's coming. Alright, listen. Nah, I called everybody's name. We got, about 100 people in here. We're going to get some more. Listen, it was a great Super Bowl game. Hero Down Under. What's good, player? It was a great Super Bowl game. I enjoyed it. Man, some of them Hail Marys that they threw that got caught, that shit was crazy. The halftime show, whether you like it, whether you love it, whether you're a Drake fan or you're a K-Dot fan, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Jay Swade in the highs was good. It was good, player. The whole slate coming. Listen, I ain't gonna lie, man. That song is a bop, man. It's coming. The whole slate's coming. Like, every time I'm in the car, man, I just boot that jam up, man, and we just riding down the street. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't want the Chiefs to win because I was salty because they put out my Texans. They cheated my Texans. My Texans should have been in the Super Bowl. But it's all good. It's all good. Listen, we got some topics tonight. I know it's late on a Sunday. It's after the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But we'll get to these topics. You know what I'm saying? Got my brother A-Run. Get under his skin. Pause. Oh, man. Shout out to Twisted Sin with the $5. I'm not the biggest football fan, but good God, that was a slaughter to watch. Big facts. Listen, you had to be thoroughly entertained with that game. Man. I ain't gonna lie, yeah, that was pretty crazy. But I will say this. Because the Super Bowl was in New Orleans, the people, the home crowd, obviously wanted Lil Wayne to have the Super Bowl, to be at the Super Bowl, and rightfully so. That's their hometown guy, you know. But it is what it is. He wasn't there. K-Dot thoroughly won one of the best albums this year. In a rap beef, he obliterated his competition, Drake. James Williams in the house. What's good, James? Hope you're doing good, brother. Lil Wayne ain't the same Lil Wayne, man. I saw he did a concert, a tribute to him or whatever. I mean, you couldn't understand nothing he was saying. Bro was high as hell. He ain't got nothing but that one plait in his head now, because the rest of them shit still fell off. I don't know, man. Like, I thoroughly, listen, Wayne was that dude when he was a kid all the way until, I'm going to say, the Carter 4. You know what I'm saying? And then, just over time, I'm not saying he can't rap and stuff. I'm just, he had his time in the sun. It's just, he's not the same like he used to be. He's different. So, Twisted Sin, yeah, they had them PlayStation symbols on the field. Well, Sony did a deal with the NFL at the beginning of the year. They announced it at the CES 2025. All right, let me lower the music. Because what I don't want to do, I don't want to have it where you guys, where I'm kind of speaking over the music. I don't want that. And I'll bring up my audio, son. Jay Sway said, I'm loving my PS5 Pro. Listen, you're going to love it even better with them goddamn Xbox games. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Zero Steel. Does the audio sound good now? Can you hear me loud and clear? Am I not fighting with the music? I want y'all to hear the music, but not too much where it's drowning out what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all feedback. Listen, we got some news here today. Y'all kind of seen the topics. Come to find out, and you know, I had to do a double take. I had to do a triple take. I had to do a quadruple take. Apparently, Xbox only sold 2 million consoles the entirety of 2024. Let me repeat that. Lunchi was good, brother. Mr. Mass Producing the highs. Let me repeat myself. In all of 2024, in those 12 months, Xbox was only able to muster 2 million units sold. In that same period, PlayStation sold 18 million units. They sold 4.2 million units in November alone, in just that 1 month. Twist is saying, my brother, with the $2. Sony did take a L this week with the PSC, and listen, being down, he absolutely right. Absolutely right. Yesterday, PlayStation Network was down for about 18 hours. So you know, being sporadically up and down or whatever for various users, it was up and down. Absolutely, they deserve an L for that. I don't know what happened. They say there was some internal procedures or something like that. So I'm assuming they didn't get hacked and stuff. But I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go on record, and I'll tell you, boys, I was kind of sweating bullets, man. I was kind of scared, cause we know what happened back in the PS3 era. Those dudes was down for 24 days, basically a month. You cannot be down no month in 2025. Can you imagine not being able to make any money for a month? No Fortnite bucks. No Robux for Roblox. No Marvel Rivals money. No nothing. That, you know, no Madden, no football club, no 2K, none of that revenue, none of that money. And that's where the bulk of the money for PlayStation come from. No Helldivers, right? That would be crazy. They got the marketing deal with Monster Hunter Wilds. That would have been no more, you know what I'm saying? No, that would have been a disaster. And I was scared, man. I ain't gonna lie. You know, if it's down for a couple hours, I'm like, it's cool. They down for maintenance, cool. But when I went to sleep and woke up and that shit was down, ooh, man, my heart started to dum dum, dum dum, dum dum, dum dum. I ain't gonna lie, man. Yeah, that killed SOCOM Confrontation. They had released SOCOM Confrontation. It came with the headset, with the earpiece and stuff like that, and it came with the 3D. You know, you're supposed to be able to play it in 3D and stuff, and it launched that same time, and the PlayStation Network was down. So if you're selling a online game that you have no online on your console, what's going to happen? That, yeah, it was SOCOM 4. Pretty crazy, man. Crazy times back then. And Sean Layden and Shuhei Yoshida talks about it all the time. That's what keeps them up at night, is to making sure that they don't forget about that stuff. Grand Cat in the house was good, player. Yeah, the Super Bowl was entertaining, man. A bunch of good plays. Great halftime show. You know what I'm saying? Compost Smurf. J-Dub going live at 4 a.m. to tell us how Xbox is dog shit. Praise God. Listen, man. Xbox being dog shit, is a 24-hour operation, brother. Just saying. But let's get back to this. Because I don't want my brother Aaron and others to think that I'm lying about this 2 million Xbox sold in all of 2024. I don't want you to think that I'm lying about it. It is true. It's factual. We know because Take-Two themselves said it. They released how many console has sold since launch. And if you do the math, you gotta think about it. Xbox is the only company that don't release numbers. Sony consistently release numbers. You see what I'm saying? So, okay, Aaron. Okay, shout out to my brother. He said, I don't think you're lying, and I don't care. He don't care. Yeah, he's checked out right now. Well, thank you, Aaron, man, because back in the, few months back, you'd have been fighting me on this, calling me fake news and stuff like that. Yeah, he said, Xbox said no console needed. What do you think was going to happen? Listen, I'm with you, brother. I wish they wouldn't have did it. I wish they wouldn't put their game. I wish they did care about exclusives. But clearly they don't. But during the holiday season, when everybody is generally selling, the most, that's when your peak sales is in the holiday season. Well, I mean, let me see something real quick. I want to show you guys something. We'll get to that. This is Take-Two now. They getting ready to release GTA 6 on the PlayStation and the Xboxes. And so they did their financials. They're getting prepared. And they talked about how many consoles sold this generation so far. It was about 94 million consoles that sold. And so the numbers that they gave was only through like November. It didn't take into account December, January, or even February, right? So we know just in November alone, PlayStation sold 4.2 million consoles in 1 month. In the month of November. Just that 1 month. We know that because Sony had CES when they talked about their financials. They talked about that they've sold over 70 million. You know what I'm saying? So since they said they sold over 70 million, so let's give them 71. No, let's just give it, we're just going to do 70, right? 70 million. They said, Take-Two said, hey, collectively, the next generation consoles have sold 94 million units. So if you take 94, subtract Sony's 70, that leaves 24 million consoles left. And they don't count the Switch because it's not a next generation system, right? So yeah, between 24 million is how we extrapolate the numbers. But again, their numbers is a little bit high on the Xbox side. We're thinking just a little bit high on the Xbox side. But even if you leave the numbers like that, the fact that a complete calendar year you can only sell 2 million units. PlayStation averages 18 million a year. 18 million. That means PlayStation sold 16 million more units than Xboxes. That is not a small thing, guys. I was shocked. I mean, I still can't believe it. That is shocking. And here's the thing. Xbox has 2 next generation consoles, 2 current gen consoles, not 1, but 2. They tried to corner the market on the high end, and they tried to corner the market on the low end. I'm gonna be honest. That is, I just, how do you keep, how do you keep going from there? Immortal Black, what's good, my brother? NG, I see you. Yeah, they're getting outsold 9-1. It's, guys, it's almost like they done gave up. Yeah, 18 million versus 2 million. That's 9-1. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, do you still expect like Satya to keep funding? Like Xbox hardware, like once you start your way up and then you work your way down as you start to move towards your new hardware. Xbox never really ramped up. They just kind of stayed low. They haven't been competitive at all in any sales. And I know people say hardware don't matter and blah blah blah, but it kind of does. It tells you how healthy your ecosystem is and how you're doing out in the world and what people want, what they're buying. The more people that own your hardware, the more people that subscribe to your software, your services, and everything else. It's the mind share. These numbers are telling me, you know what I'm saying, that not only do Xbox not have the mind share, but they're non-existent. Salute, we got about 150 people in here. We're going to get probably about 200. This is crazy. Shadow Star, I see you. Big facts. Listen. At this point, I'm not even console warning. I really want to know. How can you just sell those are Wii U numbers. Y'all remember at the end of Wii U's life cycle? That's what they were doing. At the end of Dreamcast, that's what they were doing. My brother Ghost, what's good, player? Taryn, I see you. Comically inclined in the house. Swag bag. Listen, and you know, like Aaron said, he believes in me, right? But I want y'all to take a look at this, because this is the extrapolated data, right? Xbox reportedly sold just 2 million consoles. And this is from a credible source. This is not just, VG charts. These are the people who actually do the data. There's a various amount of people, not just people, but companies, the analysts that are reporting these numbers. They have tangible numbers. So the highlight is a new quarterly earnings report by Take-Two reveals that Xbox seemingly only sold 2 million units in 2024. By December 2023, Xbox was estimated to have rolled over 27 million consoles globally. The number only grew by 2 million by the next year's end. PlayStation has sold 65.5 million units by September, leaving only 29 million sales for Xbox out of the 94 estimated from Take-Two. Now, check this out. Old man gaming guru, I see you, player. Impatient Fire. So check this out. In September, Sony was sitting at 65.5 million units. But we know the very next month, in November, they sold 4.2 million units in the month of November. We know that because Sony said it. Everybody else said it, right? So that's so Sony's a tick over 70 million by the end of November, right? So if the whole combined amount of console that are sold is 94 million units, if you subtract Sony's 70 million, that leaves you with what you have. And these numbers is shocking, even from a fanboy perspective. I didn't think that was that bad, because a lot of people were saying, oh, they're in the 30s. They sold 30 something, probably 40 something. And so you're thinking, okay, well, they're not selling as well as PlayStation, but surely they're not selling that bad. But guys, they're selling that bad. Even Jez Corden said it. Like, he was like, everybody's shocked. But then when you look and see what Phil said and what Phil's doing, how he said the no red lines and the no walls, and all of a sudden he's just every week he's putting more and more games on PlayStation. It kind of makes sense. They're just really, they see this is drastic, right? It is something just drastic. The month of November, the month of December, hell, the month of October, the 3 holiday months. It didn't do anything. They didn't sell anything. PlayStation sold 4.2 million in just 1 month. Just the month of November. So you got to imagine they sold probably about 3 million in December, right? So that's 7 million in 2 months. So, shit. If Sony can outsell Xbox in 1 month, then what Xbox sells a whole year? Yo, Buck, what's good, my brother? Buck and Heath, hey man, I'm about to get y'all open up Discord to get you in here and get your opinion on this. What you guys think? This shit is appalling. I'm gonna be honest, like no fanboy. This I don't understand. I mean, I have a clue why they doing bad. But I think this, for most people, this is shocking. It really is. I mean, it's to the point, even the Xbox dudes, like, don't know really what to say. All right, guys, I got Discord open, so if you want, you can jump in here. The whole slate coming. The whole slate coming. The whole slate coming. All right, I got my brother Heath in here. What's good, Heath? Yeah. We got the Switch 2 coming out in a couple of months, or they're gonna reveal it. But assuming this Switch 2 is gonna launch, all right, be safe, Buck. He heading into the office. Be safe, brother. Heath, we knew it was bad, right? We get on these podcasts every day. We talk about it based on MPD and how horrible they sell. But we didn't know they were doing this bad, or at least I didn't. This is 2 million? I mean, anybody can sell 2. I gotta assume that the Steam Deck sold 2 million last year. Yeah. Hey, can you guys hear Heath? If you can, put a 1 in the chat. I just want to make sure. I don't want to, make it seem like I'm talking to myself. I'm pretty sure you can hear him. I just want to make sure. So put a 1 in the chat if you can hear my brother Heath. Heath, what's your take on this, man? Why do you think it's selling 2 million a year? Okay, hold on. They say they can't hear you. Hold on. All right, they can't hear you. No wonder. All right, say some Heath. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can get Heath. Say some Heath. what? I'm not sure. Say something, Heath. The whole slate coming. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna try to add this Discord audio. Yeah, the numbers, I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy. Okay, audio output. Say something, Heat. Testing.
So, 4 games, no promise beyond that.
Nah, that's not it. Let me add a source. I am glad that I asked if they could hear you versus me to just sit here and be, because that happened before. We were just sitting here talking. Not game capture, video, audio input, audio output. All right, say some Heat. No. Nah. I'm not streaming from my Series X this time, brother. Okay, say some Heat.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, can you guys hear Heat now? I think they can hear you now. Put one in the chat if you can hear Heat. Say something, Heat.
Hey, what's up, guys?
There you go. They can hear you.
Yeah, this shit. When that Take Two shit came out, like a lot of the Xbox guys were like we were in the Discord and shit, and they were like, "Well, how do you figure that they only sold 20 some?" I was like, "Because we know PlayStation sold 70 in November.
Yeah.
Like we know."
Yeah. Sony. That's the thing about it. Sony gives numbers, right? They give numbers. So because they give numbers, we can extrapolate the other stuff. Like my brother Ghost said, he said, what's crazy is that the PlayStation Portal reportedly sold 2 million. That's crazy.
Oh, that's fucking crazy.
Sony's accessory sold two current gen Xbox units. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is not, I'm not trying to fanboy this. This is scary territory if you're an Xbox only guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Danny Stab in the house. What's good, Danny?
Now PlayStation's the priority. And this all lays at Phil's feet because he told them to not buy consoles, to not buy games, to only worry about Game Pass. And then now they want their money. All the bean counters and that. And if you think they're going to make another console, you're fucking crazy. There's no damn way they are.
Yeah, I'm just...
Not with those sales. Because how many more games are going to skip them this year?
Yeah. Danny Stab, my brother. Listen, I don't... Like, where do you go from here? If you can only muster 2 million a year, where do you go from it? Even if you come out with more hardware, what makes you think that it
won't be Microsoft making it?
Well, I know some of the rumors we have. I know, the thing about the controller, some of their leaks that have come out.
I think a controller and a handheld is all they're going to do, really. That controller that connects to the cloud and a handheld. I think that's all it's going to be. If they're going to do anything, it's going to be third party, and that'll be PC shit. Because that, we already heard about the, having Steam on there and all that shit. So that's not even a console anyway. So, because they're going third party anyway. Because then that gives an option to the Xbox not being there, because then you'll be able to just take your shit wherever, on your phone or, laptop or PC or wherever.
Like I said, I thought it was bad. I didn't know it was that bad. So that's crazy. And here's the thing: they've actually finally got games that's releasing.
Yep.
It's crazy.
They finally got quality games coming, and
they finally got some good quality games. But then the games are coming on Switch too, and they're coming on PlayStation. But it was at the expense of their hardware. They had to gamble. It was either we make money off the games or the hardware. And the thing about Nintendo and Sony, they make money off of their games, subscription services, and their hardware. So they don't have the same problem that Xbox has,
Yeah, this is not.
Yeah, it just became a how can I put it? It really has become a Xbox has really become a niche item.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because think about it. I said that like last year or whatever. How many quarters is Satya gonna sit there and see them negative console sales?
Yeah.
And you think they're gonna like, come on? I mean,
Yeah.
And then at that Phil interview, what he said about fucking Sarah Bond, I was like, that ain't good.
Yeah, throwing her under the bus.
Yeah.
Feels like I didn't say that. She said it. Sarah Bond said that.
That I was like, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Compost Smurf is right. When we look at those financials, we see Xbox is typically, on average, down a negative like 30 to 35% every single quarter, year over year.
In the hardware, yeah.
So either they, I don't know. And I know some people say, well, there's 20-something million consoles out there in the Xbox install base. Why don't you just make a console for them? And I'm like, it's just not enough. Because you know what's going to happen? They're going to run
more on PC anyway.
Yeah, they're going to run the problem where developers just don't want to develop for Xbox the consoles anymore.
You're going to see that this year.
Yeah, they're going to say, listen, we'll do it on PC, we'll do it on PlayStation and the Switch, but we're not going to invest time, money, and effort into a fucking Ouya product, You guys remember the Ouya?
They don't buy games anyway. Unless it comes in Game Pass, they're not fucking with.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Oh, man. Well, you know what? And to be fair, Phil did that. He convinced those guys that sign up for Game Pass and you really don't have to buy games. And so when they do that, that becomes detrimental. That becomes the kick in the balls.
And expect them to do more layoffs. They will probably close a couple studios or consolidate studios or whatever.
Yeah.
And you will see another Game Pass increase because they already did it on the Microsoft 365 side.
Yeah.
Or like just a week or two ago, it went up 30%. So you're going to see at least Ultimate go up to like $25-$26, if not 30.
Yeah.
And then you're going to get, you know what I mean? And you're already seeing the effects of this already.
Man. Well, I'll tell you this. Shout out to Compost Smurf. He said, I'm worried about Obsidian. That Avowed looks horrid. Listen, the Avowed Metacritic, the review embargoes is up on the 18th.
No, the dev.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We'll talk about that, too.
Did you see that?
Yeah, the Obsidian developer that made Avowed said that Avowed will have some jank in it. And I'm like, that used to be my biggest complaint about Xbox games, is that they all have jank. They never receive like that polish. And this is the developer saying that, Yep. Like, if you know your game has jank, why don't you fix it? We don't want jank. Done one shun in the house.
I think it's because it's 60 FPS. Because I think it was only supposed to be 30.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Mike Johnson said Call of Duty is in trouble by saying big YouTubers like Swag and other talks about it. Yeah, listen.
Well, they lost their whole player base from Black Ops on the Steam anyway. We know that for a fact.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get my brother Sick Humor. He gonna do a song about Jank. Yeah, for a developer to just, before their game launch, to say, yeah, it'll have jank in it. I'm like, that's not a feature. That's not something somebody want. You better go crunch.
And they also said that the enemies don't scale with you.
Yeah.
Which that's kind of weird.
What's your prediction for Avowed? What's the Metacritic?
They always fucking blow that shit up. That's what pisses me off. Their games always get fucking inflated, but I think that one's gonna get in the 70s. Probably the high 70s, but it's probably gonna get us in the 70s.
Yeah, something tells me it's going to get in the 80s, but it'll probably, I think it'll get as low as in the 70s, like you said. But they don't have that pull from the media like they used to. Ever since they started putting games on PlayStation, I think the media kind of, they fired all the shields. Remember the Xbox ambassadors are gone. They fired them.
They got rid of that. But
So-
the thing is, all the Xbox guys are in like the main positions and all the big, like IGN and all that shit, because it's all the same shit. You see it all the time.
Yeah. My brother Muhammad said 85. Compost Mer said 82. My brother Hellspun said 75. Don One said 83.
That fucker has jank. It shouldn't be in the 80s.
I agree. Salute to Digital Dude, my brother, with the $5. Xbox are literally beta testers for PS5 ports. Oh man, stall them out, brother. Stall them out.
Hey, how about that? How about that Dune? That Dune gameplay that everybody's been sharing from that event and shit. That actually looks pretty good.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't see that game doing well. I don't see it doing well.
Yeah, you never know though.
I hope I'm wrong. It's just I know gamers. I know what they're gonna complain about. I know what they're gonna cry about. They'll probably call it woke or some shit. Caleb, my brother, he said 59 Metacritic score for Avowed. Oh man. Hey, it's been a while since Xbox been on that 60 and 50 Metacritic train, right?
Yeah.
You remember all last generation? Yeah. Like that was the average. Their average games were like 60.
Yeah.
They used to get teased for that, and who knows? Maybe that's why they bought the start flying people out and stuff.
Yeah, because think about how many of their past games have been inflated in the 80s and shit. And you're like, that doesn't even, like Starfield.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
Yeah. My brother Jeffrey Campanozzi says 70 at the highest and 60 at the lowest. I'm going to go with a safe low 80s, high 70s, just being safe. I remember when they first showed the trailer, that little teaser trailer or whatever, we all thought it was going to be this realistic. Then they showed the Sea of Thieves graphics, and I was like, oh, here we go again. See, that's what Z be talking about, is that there's no sense of having the world's most powerful hardware if all of your games look like they can run on the Switch.
If they look like style. A PS3 game, that game looks like a PS3, Xbox 360 game. You can't even deny that.
Mm-hmm. Killer Tone in the house was good play. He said the PC gamer. Man, my brother Michael Morenian with the 81. That's his guess. Pop City said Avowed should score in the 80s, but will get lower because of that Xbox tax. Oh man. Pop, oh man, come on, man. Listen. That Xbox tax is gone, man. We can't use that excuse no more. Phil bent the knee. He waved the white flag. He putting all his games on PlayStation. And the sad part about it, all of those games that Microsoft put on PlayStation, I'm gonna be honest, they did get higher Metacritic scores. But I'm not gonna say Xbox tax. I'm gonna just say that comes because you got the DualSense haptic feedback, the instant loading, the 3D audio, the better frame rates, the pro enhancements. I'm just saying. They had a couple of those games like
VR.
Pentiment and Grounded. They run 120 frames on the PS5 Slim.
Wait till they give VR support to a game to PlayStation. They're gonna be fucking pissed.
Can you imagine Forza Motorsport being enabled? VR enabled? Can you imagine? That's crazy.
They'd be mad at that.
Slink.
Forza not.
Listen, I want to get a special shout out to all you Eagles fans out there. Listen, I'm not an Eagles fan. I'm a I'm a Texans fan.
Yeah, that's
right?
what I wanted to say.
But I do want to give y'all a shout out. Y'all took down a whole group of cheaters. You know what I'm saying? Y'all finally dethroned the Chiefs and the.
No, don't be sore winners like that. No, I wanted to say because that was our teams. Heath and I's teams were fighting, and Heath's team, came out on top.
Yeah,
that was I tell you what, that game was crazy, man. That defense nuts.
Yeah. It's a double-edged sword because people want it the other way, but then when they get an actual beat down or something, then you know what I mean? It's like, do you want it to be entertainment? You know, because people it's not competitive and shit. It's like, do you want it to be fixed and entertaining, or do you want it to be an actual real game? And sometimes real games are fucking boring, and sometimes one team is just simply better than the other team. You know,
closer games better.
Listen, Buck, you're absolutely right. Here's the thing: it was not a case of I lost, so I'm going to say you cheated. It wasn't that case. The case was all of the teams that lost had a bunch of erroneous calls by the ref on them. It's like, if you get within 5 feet of Mahomes.
And the refs never had a chance at this game. That's a fact.
Yeah, exactly. Now, here's the thing. I do believe there is some favoritism where it's like, hey, listen, this team here, like, I understand. My team, the Texans, we lost. We had a hell of a year. We did great. I do believe that the refs, they had a bunch of bullshit calls. Our defense could not touch Mahomes without getting called for, a flag or whatever.
Yeah, that's more about him being Mahomes than it is.
Absolutely.
The star player, they give him the benefit of the doubt, and they kind of treat them with kid gloves. Yep. Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. That's where we come from when we say that. We're not saying that they're cheating, where it's like they're forcing this team to win. It's like, no.
Yeah.
When you do stuff like that, that makes it hard on the other team. But I will say this: the NFL, NBA, everybody will say, if this team here makes it and that team make it, we make a lot more money because those are bigger markets. People tend to view these teams. If the Texans would have made it, the Texans are a small market here in Houston, right? It's a small market, and the viewership probably would have been lower than the Eagles and the Chiefs. Absolutely, I believe that.
I want to give it up to. You got to give it up to Kendrick too.
Absolutely, man. Listen, K-Dot killed it, man.
People are getting caught up. People are getting way too caught up in other shit about it, and not just looking at it like
from the artistry.
A real lyricist, real rap fucking lyricist got to the very top.
Yes.
And got the main stage on that shit, and we're fucking sitting here talking about like, Rupert Murdoch and all these fucking rich people in the box, they don't like rap. It's like, who gives a fuck? Like, fuck them. Yeah. You know?
Well, that's why I said,
fuck them old bastards.
The people that understand the culture and what's going on with rap, the people who knew about the rap battle that happened, they understand and they enjoy. They know what's going on. But to people who don't know, they don't know.
And if Drake understood that, he would just be able to come back and be just like continue going as if nothing fucking happened. Jay-Z and Nas are still out.
Hey, did you guys notice that the orange guy was booed too?
Oh, of course. I mean, of course. Yeah.
They tried to say earlier that they weren't going to do it. I'm like, I'm telling you, man, this is younger. They're not like as much. He's been fucking up, man. They're going to do it.
He's in New Orleans. Come on, like.
Yeah.
He was going to get that smoke.
If that had been somewhere else, maybe, but down there, no way.
Yeah. But salute to him. He is a true artist. He is a true lyricist.
Yeah, he did good.
He's a true student of the arts. Everything from the
logo,
the choreography. Oh yeah, I'll talk about that in a second. The choreography to just how everything, just the people that he had there, how he set it off. It's all ingenious. It's all good shit, right? But salute to the Eagles and the Phillies. All the Philadelphia fans, you guys won. I'm glad you won. You deserve it. Enjoy. And tonight's your night. Had a great show. Super Bowl was great. Yeah, he did have the PlayStation symbols on the football field, and he did and stuff like that, and that's pretty crazy. I find it very ironic that Sony announced at CES. Remember, Roger Goodall came on the stage.
Yep, he came out.
Yeah, he came on the stage and talked about Sony's partnership with them, and it's like $111 billion deal that Sony and NFL are partnering. And think about it. Not only just camera sensors, not only the technology, but the music. Sony obviously owns music. Sony
Headsets, all kind of shit, man.
Yeah, they're part of the whole UMG thing. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, so it just kind of makes sense. Everybody's talked about that, the Easter egg. Those the PlayStation logos there, and they're lighting up and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool.
That was pretty neat because that just shows you what kind of brand PlayStation is compared to.
Oh man, that's
Xbox going out.
Because I even tweeted, I said, wouldn't that be crazy if Xbox will have a commercial during the Super Bowl, and they used to do stuff like that. Microsoft just kind of gave up on Xbox when it comes to a brand. Their brand, guys, I don't think they can ever get their brand back to where it used to be. I don't think there's anything they can do. If anybody in the chat, if you know how Microsoft could get their brand back the way that it used to be, I mean,
they'd have to fire everybody and go exclusive, and you know what I mean? We know what they'd have to do, but
yeah. Mario Heat, he said, all the rich MAGAs calling the show woke. Oh, man. Yeah. Hey, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Yeah, Old Man Gaming Guru said everything was shot on Sony cameras and they were responsible for the stream. Over 100 cameras from cinemas to prosumer. The A7 3 NC. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy because Microsoft, I know they used to, I don't know if they still do, but they used to have the deal with the NFL for those Surface tablets. So I don't really know what's going on with that.
I don't know. We haven't heard anything about that in a long time.
Brian East, the reason why you can't tell Satya to bugger off is because Satya is the reason that Microsoft is worth $4 trillion, $3 trillion. It was because he envisioned the cloud and he bet on cloud and it worked. So you can't fire the guy that took you from a $1 trillion company to a $3 trillion. That just doesn't happen.
No, you have to get on board with what he wants to do, and he wanted it third party.
Yeah.
He gave Phil a certain amount of time, and they're nowhere near the subscriptions they're gonna need. So I'm telling you, this year they're winding shit down. Watch, you're gonna see it.
Yeah. Let me see, Buck. Are you here? Still here, Buck? I think he was driving, so he probably can't chime in. But
yeah, he's still here. He just
I wanted to try to get his take on that. So back to the topic. We're done with the Super Bowl stuff. Back to the topic. Microsoft sold 2 million units in all of 2024. Sony sold 4.2 million in November, for a collective of 18 million in 2024.
If they sold 20 million, that mean they sold 10 times Xbox.
9. It's 9 to 1.
No, I mean in a year.
Oh,
in the whole year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts. Or it's going to be pretty close to that. You know what I mean?
Well, I think what happened,
it's going to be 8, 9, 10 to 1.
I think the PS5 Pro played a big role. I think Microsoft announcing that they're going to put games on PS5 played a role. I think the Switch 2 not being announced yet played a big role. So there was a lot of people that just had money and they were just like, I'm just going to go pick me up a PlayStation. I don't want to wait. Another thing we want to talk about too is reportedly we got a freaking state of play coming this week.
With a brand new game too.
Yeah, with rumor it's a brand new IP. I don't know if that IP is going to be a third party. I don't know if it's going to be a first party. I don't know who's making it. Wouldn't it be crazy if it's Sony Santa Monica? Because we got Naughty Dog. We got Naughty Dog's next game with Intergalactic.
Yeah,
we got
more than likely, yeah.
We got Sucker Punch game there, with Ghost of Yotai. We got Kojima's next game with Death Stranding 2. So if Corey
which was rated in
Barlog's,
South Korea, so that's coming.
yeah,
soon.
yeah, I think that's going to come probably in May. Ghost of Yotai probably drop in April or May, maybe June. And those are some big games. I wonder what maybe. Now let me ask you this, right? Would you be mad if Sony says, "Listen, we got Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotai, and Phantom Blade Zero coming this year. We're going to let that be it, and we're just gonna ride it out with GTA 6 since we got the marketing deal with them." Would you be kind of upset with that?
Well, you don't remember what they did.
I mean, outside MLB, I forgot MLB, but that's annually. Yeah.
When they showed what's coming in 2025, the only thing that was first party was Yote. They showed Death Stranding and Yote, and everything else was third party shit.
Yeah.
Plus, we have all the Xbox games coming on top of that too. So it don't matter.
Yeah, I forgot about Lost Soul Aside. Well, okay, put it like this. We know they have a lot of third-party and second-party games, but I mean like first-party, like from their first-party studios.
They don't have to force it.
What I'm just saying, because a lot of people are like, Sony, when are you going to show? I mean, you know the guys, the typical guys, that they want those.
Whenever they're ready.
Yeah. Where's Wolverine? And that's a good question. Where is Wolverine? Are we gonna wait till next year? Are they gonna show it this year? Like, what's up with Housemarque? What's up with Bluepoint? What's up? Outside of all of those rumors that happened.
Yeah, Housemarque probably has something. They're probably pretty close too.
I mean, I was told that they're working on a new IP. It's probably not Returnal 2, but
it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah.
So, So, what do you think? What are you expecting at this State of Play 2?
Yeah, I would say either. You know what? Too, there's been that rumor that the God of War is getting redone and shit too. There was that rumor that the next God of War is going to be Kratos back in Greece, young again, or some shit.
Yeah. First,
who knows?
First, I heard that the next one is going to be in Egypt, and then that's an old rumor. And then now I hear something about
it probably
going back
will
to
be
Greece.
Egypt because that was the other. It was between Viking and Egypt. So
yeah,
that would make sense.
Well, the Norse is done because Ragnarok happened, so that's the end of the Norse mythology. What
so
other
they're going to go.
But the original God of Wars was Greece.
Greece, yeah.
Right. So,
and then the other ones on there was like a Japanese one. There was one.
Oh, that would be crazy.
Egypt.
Yeah.
And then there was one in South America, I think, for
Yeah. Like if they take on the Aztecs and the Mayans and the Incas.
It'd be something like that.
Yeah.
I think Egypt would work better.
Me too.
They have a shit ton of gods and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. But we don't know. And they were supposed to do a spin-off game with Atreus too.
Yeah. So when the rumors happened with that, I went ahead and beat Ragnarok again, just so I can be more up to date. Because if you didn't play a game in a while, you kind of lose track of everything that happened in it. And looking at those big tablets when you open them up, you can look and see their storyline and what happened. There's always those teasers of where they're going to next, and so I did that this past weekend. Woohoo in the house said, "Woo!" He said, "Is it true that Post Up smashed Lulu Chan?" Hey, listen, man, stall my brother out, man. He probably sitting on he got some of that FTC money. The CMA money. I ain't mad at him. Lulu. Shout out to my brother Post, man. The V said Xbox is a dead bird flying through the broken sky. Oh man.
Yeah, Ragnarok. That might be the only God of War game I didn't finish yet. Maybe Ascension. But
you gotta finish it.
now that I would have said before, there's some Asian mythologies that would be cool, but Wukong kind of hit some of that.
Yeah.
So
well, not only that, you got Wukong, you got Wu Chang,
Yotai.
you got
And
Yotai.
Assassin's Creed.
You got to. It's. I'm gonna be honest. It's the Asian games are up, right?
They're better.
yeah.
They're
up
they
right
would be
now.
better
This is
going
their
to
time.
Egypt right now and wait.
Yeah.
just like actors.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but the other one, the other one I was going to say was, and people don't really know too much about it, is like Russo-Finnish, which is like Russian and Finland.
Okay.
Their mythology. There's a lot. There's a lot they can pull from that. That's one that probably wouldn't think of.
Well,
They have
I'll
some
tell you.
really
Well, no, Buck. The last game, the end of the first one. there
Don't
was
tell them.
four
Don't tell them. Yeah, don't tell them because.
So that's why. And then there's other shit where he pulls weapons out and shit, and they're from four different.
I'm just saying that's a good one you can call from.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
can pretty much pick any mythology they want, pretty much.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil stuff for you, Buck, but we for in Ragnarok, but it kind of
that
alludes
game's
to a
fucking
lot of that,
crazy.
a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
What was the other one? Of course. I mean, if, they're gonna hit the Egyptian shit. That's
Yeah,
you can mine that for. There's other African mythology too.
yeah,
But,
Yeah.
and of course, there's all throughout the Middle East. I mean,
yeah.
that
South
the
America.
cradle of civilization, all the mythology from that era too is like
No, absolutely.
endless
got-
mythology.
Listen, you got Norse, you got Greek, Chinese, Celtic, Hindu, Igbo, Japanese, Slavic, Egyptian, Hungarian,
the Southeast
Polynesian,
Asian,
Roman, right?
well,
So
yeah,
we've been through that already. Abrahamic, Baltic, Ephic, Hopi, Hittite, Islamic. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, this shit would be crazy if they do the Islamic mythology, because then everybody, all of the, they're going woke, people are gonna fucking go crazy. Let me get this super chat, man. I appreciate you. We got, hold on. Get back to the chat. Raphael McCoy in the house with the $10. Hey, J-Dub, will Forza Horizon PS5 VR2 be VR2 compatible? Listen, I'm thinking it's going to be an update. I think they just want to get the game out because they said that they got new DLC that's coming along with it. So I do think that they're working on that. I do think that, and imagine, right? I'm less worried about Forza Horizon PSVR 2 and more so about Halo. Can you imagine being Master Chief in Halo and having the UI? Once you put your helmet on, you get to see Master Chief's UI with like bullet counts and targeting system. That would be crazy. Solid Snake in the house was good. Seattle Chef, Olmec and Sumerian. Yes. I would like to see that. The ancient the Sumerians, Mesopotamian. Yeah.
Did you see that?
They got Jewish mythology.
Did you see the Thunderbolts trailer they showed?
Yeah, I seen the original one. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna take
the new one they just showed where Bucky loses his arm and shit. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, I need to see it.
And then he fucking throws Red Guardian out the window.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
It looks good. Like they show the void. Like what like it starts looking all black and shit across the city. It looks cool as shit.
That's what's up. El Nini said Halo PS5 Pro Enhanced. Yeah, every game after last November is mandatory for it to be Pro Enhanced. Every game. So we don't have to worry about if a game is.
So we get the best version.
Yeah. Ragnarok
PlayStation is going to become the priority.
Well, it already is. Let's face it.
For Microsoft, I mean.
Yeah. I think when they seen those Sea of Thieves numbers, the adoption rate of Sea of Thieves, I think that's when Satya was like, "Shit, throw it all."
Well,
over
yeah,
it.
they make a lot more money, you know.
Yeah. I'm just seeing Oh man, I'm just Eric Generic, man, brother. I'm just seeing you. Let me send you the link. Pause. Eric. Let me create an invite, copy. Yeah, I hate it because I'm podcasting and I'm just seeing his DM on Twitter. Paste. Oh man. Who else we got? Create an invite. So Heath, anything special that you want to see at this state of play? Do you think, first of all, it's going to be a state of play, or just one of those things where
You would think so. It's been long enough. Like they got to show something, because we don't know anything about Yote, because that's probably going to drop before the Summer Game Fest. So they're going to have to show date or what, you know what I mean? Whatever it's going to go on with that.
Yeah.
You probably figure Death Stranding will be there, more than likely. But yeah, it's a toss up, because they're so open with all their studios. It could be anybody, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see game, you know what I mean? See what's coming, and see the date of Yote. 'Cause I have a feeling Yote is going to be early, and Death Stranding is probably going to be during the summer or some shit.
Yeah.
Because then that leaves the end open for, you know, Phantom Blade or Wolverine or whatever. You know what I mean? Anything.
I'm gonna be honest. Somebody mentioned this, but I think that there's a lot of people that are afraid to drop their games because of GTA 6.
Because of GTA. Everybody's kind of waiting to see what's gonna happen with that.
So this holiday season, you got GTA 6, the new COD.
Oh, and they canceled that Wonder Woman game too, and that's done.
Yeah. See, they never showed us anything from that. So, like, if you didn't show me a trailer or some gameplay, I really don't care, because I can't miss what I never had. That's like when Sony canceled the 10 games or whatever. Like,
we didn't see any.
It didn't bother me because I didn't even know. None of us knew this shit was coming.
Yeah.
So how can I be mad at some shit that I never knew was coming? You know.
Yep. And that we never agreed with anyway. We never agreed with all that games as a service shit.
Yep. So I don't know, man.
I hope they have a state of play. I mean, it's been long enough, so hopefully.
Well, me too. Just so we can, have some topics, talk about stuff.
Oh, Xbox has that developer direct coming up.
Oh, I thought they just had one.
No, they're gonna have that, or the ID at Xbox. I think.
Oh, the indie. That's the indie stuff. Yeah, I don't.
24th, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care about the Xbox's.
Yeah, that'll be all tinky winky.
Yeah, I don't think that's worth streaming or anything.
Nope.
Yeah. But it's crazy time. It's gonna be interesting to see how the next year shake up. How this year shake up.
Yeah.
What kind of changes are Microsoft gonna, outside of just putting games on PlayStation? What are they gonna do for their own fans? I get it. People say, "Oh, well, we got Game Pass. We get the games for free." So I get that, but man, I'm gonna be honest. That's a hard sell for a lot.
I think Game Pass is gonna change too.
Yeah, that's supposed to be a price increase. So, state of play on Thursday. Yeah, that's the typical. So, if we get a state of play, then I may take off and stream that. My brother Neil Agosto said, "Hey J Dub in chat, the only multiplayer game from Sony I want is SOCOM. That'll be nice, man, if they can pull it off. I'm gonna tell you what worries me about nostalgia. Nostalgia rarely ever works.
Yep.
Because people that remember the name of it's like having a Twisted Metal game. I went back and played Twisted Metal Black and Twisted Metal 3. They aged horribly. I was like, what the? And those were my like most played games back then. It's like, what the hell was I thinking? These games are awful. But no, they weren't awful for the time. For the time, they were like the best thing ever. But now,
looking back at it now, it's a whole different ball game.
Like if you go play the first 3 God of Wars, they aged like butter. They play it. You could be like, it's the animation is everything is perfect.
Because
it doesn't seem dated at all.
They're classic hack and slash, so they're you know what I mean.
Yeah, it doesn't seem dated at all. The graphics still hold up. It still look really good. But some games, it's like, oh hell no, this shit is ass.
Yep.
You know, I know, like, you gotta understand, games back then was only like 2-3 hour long.
Yep.
Right now, games are a big open world, hundreds and hundreds of hours. It's totally different. There's a reason why they was cranking out games like clockwork back then, right? Because when you're making a 3-4 hour game, and most of them were like action games, so it, you know, it takes nothing. It costs nothing to make those type of games. You know, you didn't have motion capture, voice acting. It was a lot of stuff you didn't have back then. The game was short. When I say
why
short,
do you think Nintendo
short
makes
relative
so much
to now.
money?
Exactly. Look at Nintendo. They invest very little in their IP, but they have big rewards on the upside. But if everybody made games like Nintendo, you guys would be complaining. Oh my God, what happened? I want the big blockbuster, big open world, 100, 200 Skyrim type games, you know?
I just hate they keep trying to force the fucking mobile game. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, what they keep, because they starting to see gaming, they starting to see whether you're a mobile player, PC player, or a console player, they start to see it as the same revenue. And that's a horrible take.
Yep.
You know, I'm just saying. So, you gotta ask Sony, even if Sony, let's say they got their first party ready, do they really want to put all their games out this year to compete with GTA?
Hell no.
I don't know. You know, maybe Ghost of Yotai releases in April, May. Maybe Death Stranding June, July, August.
June, July, yeah.
Right? And then they'll stop there as far as their like first party games, and then they'll just let you know, GTA have the end of the year by themselves. Because either way, they got COD. The bulk of the gamers are gonna play Call of Duty on PlayStation. Sony's getting that 30%. We got Indiana Jones coming up soon. We got, man, it's crazy. We got Forza coming up. We got a lot of games. And you got to start thinking of Xbox gaming studios or whatever, their games, as like you would Ubisoft or EA or something like that. Because they're no longer, you know.
I think it's all going to shift to Microsoft gaming, to be honest.
Yeah, I think they need to. Anonymous Boss, what's good, player? What's good? Listen, I agree, Heath. They need to just, I hate to say it, they need to kill the Xbox name. That name is just not good.
Yep.
Go with Microsoft Gaming. Because people, you know, it just, Xbox just has this stench on it that it's hard to shake for a lot of people. El Nini, 2 million consoles is crazy. Satya and Amy Hood definitely want to shut down Xbox hardware. Yeah, absolutely.
They got rid of Xbox name out of Game Pass.
Yeah. Absolutely. Praise God, praise God. Raphael McCoy with the $10. Hey, bro. What would be your opinion on how Xbox would treat third-party publishers if they are going to be third-party publishers? Bingo, that's the question. That's the question we need to answer. We need to ask. That's the question we need to ask. Because you got to think about it. Microsoft wants you buying their games. They don't want you buying EA and Ubisoft and Rockstar, Take-Two, all these other games. They don't want you spending money. They want you spending their money on their games.
Game Pass will be Microsoft down.
So how they're gonna, little by little, maybe they might like stop doing EA Access, stop doing Uplay or Ubisoft Play Plus or whatever, because that's competition. They're fighting for storefronts now. They're fighting for software. It's all about the games. That's a big question. I would like to know from Microsoft how they're going to handle that. That's a great fucking question. It's just like banks. Let's say they're all banks. You can go to Capital One. You can go to Chase Bank. You can go to Bank of America. They all are fighting for a customer. They're all gonna.
If they're going third party, they're gonna drop that console then.
Yeah.
Because there's no need for it then.
Yeah. Yep. That's crazy. Man, that's a great fucking question. How do you handle that? And until your console is gone, they can't drop the console into the end of the generation, right? So even next generation, you're still going to own the Xbox Series X or S. They're still going to support it. They're still going to make games for it. So, maybe they're hoping to where there's more PlayStation, there's more Nintendo, there's more PC people. That's enough customers to
when they
sustain
cut
us.
off Mixer, did they support anything?
There you
Fuck
go.
no.
There you go.
Gone.
It was just gone overnight.
They don't fuck around like that. It'll just be gone, man.
Yeah, man. I remember that because a lot of people gave up their YouTube and Twitch channels to go exclusively to
Remember
Mixer.
Zune?
Yep. Yep. Damn.
These people don't remember this shit.
Yeah, you're right. Remember we were saying the same thing about Google's Stadia. Remember that? Everybody's like, no, they're gonna support it. They gotta support it because of X, Y, and Z. And what happened? They fucking. We woke up and they're like, yeah, we're out of there. Yeah, we're out of there. Shit's crazy. Man. So yeah, guys. Hopefully we get a state of play this week. Rumors is it's going to be on Thursday. They're probably going to announce Ghost of Tsushima release date, Dead Stranding 2 release date, and it's supposed to be a new IP. Hopefully it's from Sony Santa Monica. If it's not from Sony Santa Monica, who else? Who else could it be from? I don't know. I think.
Well, we know it's not Sucker Punch.
Yeah, it's not Sucker. Yeah.
Not Naughty Dog.
Not Naughty Dog. That'll be crazy if it's Insomniac, right?
Yeah. Well, if it's
Wolverine?
Insomniac, it'd be Wolverine. Yeah.
Yeah. You just never know with them because they do make.
Unless it's some fucking Spider-Man 2 DLC that was supposed to drop fucking a year ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like come on.
When did
there's all kinds
Spider-Man
of
2 drop? When did Spider-Man 2 come out?
I don't late 2023, wasn't it?
Okay, 2023. It's 2025. Okay. So Insomniac usually drops a game every 2 years. So it wouldn't shock me if they, well, you would think it would be Wolverine, but I don't know.
But what was the other team?
It gotta be
on?
Wolverine. Yeah, but the other team was working on some Ratchet and Clank. Remember they got a couple
Yeah,
teams.
I forgot about that. Yeah. They have two solid teams.
Yeah. And what's the thing? The Ratchet and Clank game, it's been out for a couple of years now. 3 years.
Yeah, because they started working on Wolverine when they were done.
Yeah. So we could get, it's Insomniac. You just never know. Those guys are workhorses.
Yeah, they crank out games like nuts.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I am excited for the Switch 2. I can't wait for April. I want to see what they got.
It probably is
up their
Santa Monica.
sleeves.
It probably is Santa Monica.
Yeah, I hope so.
Because of that other game that Corey has.
Yeah.
So it should be that one, that sci-fi game, whatever it is.
Sony Ben.
Yeah.
We forgot about Sony Ben.
Well, didn't their shit get canceled with the service game or whatever they were working on? So they're back.
Well, see, here's the thing about it, right? Here's the thing about it. We don't know because they're always working on multiple games.
Yeah.
We already know Insomniac, their whole roadmap leaked.
Yep.
Right? So, don't know. Hero Down Under said, I'm betting that cancellation was a smokescreen. Exactly. Listen, remember when they got rid of factions? Everybody's complaining, well, we ain't gonna get a game from Naughty Dog this generation. And they came out 2 months. Here's Intergalactic. See, you just never know.
Yep.
That's why all the leaks and the rumors and all that shit, I kind of don't really, we don't know the internal workings.
A lot of them games as a service games weren't done by Sony first party studios either.
Yeah. So I don't know. Do you think anything new is coming from? I mean, what's up with Marathon and Fair Games? You think we're gonna talk about that?
Yeah, those two you never. But who knows? They might have put them on pause because of what happened with Concord, though, too, to make sure that they're right.
I mean, I don't know.
Because Marathon, they just showed that, but who knows when that would. I don't expect that to come out this year.
Yeah.
Fair Games maybe because it's a smaller type game. It's not as big, probably.
Yeah.
But you never know, man. It's like you said, you never know because a lot of them bigger teams, they have 2 teams, so you know. Probably Santa Monica.
Yeah. We'll see.
Or Blue Point, whatever Blue Point's working on.
Yeah.
And now they got that deal with, Katakawa that they're their publisher, so.
Yeah. We'll see. Guys, hopefully we get some great news this week. If so, I will, obviously as usual, we'll be streaming. Anonymous Boss said, I'm looking forward to Gears with the DualSense technology. Can you imagine? He said, passed out there bit capping as usual. Having the chainsaw effects with the DualSense controller, like, oh man, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
Hound Life 2, yeah, it's an unknown studio. That'll eliminate the known first parties. Yeah, but I mean, we'll see.
We're gonna try to do a show tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay.
Probably like 5:30 our time.
Okay.
All
right.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, guys, we will be on
post birthday stream.
Yeah. Post. Yeah, Z. He gets 6 birthdays a year. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We just celebrated his second one of the year. Salute to that brother. Happy birthday to Z. All you Philly guys, salute to you. You got the championship, got the trophy. They may have. Somebody said they may have. El Nini said they may announce day and date Fable. I honestly believe Fable is coming day and date. Delta Victor Bravo said Flight Simulator with PSVR 2. I'd get that in a heartbeat. It's coming. It's coming.
And rumored Perfect Dark was supposed to be day and date.
Something tell me those games are they're still another 2 years in development.
Yeah, especially with that Crystal Dynamics helping.
Yeah. So we'll see. I guarantee you Microsoft is putting a lot of money on trying to hurry up and get these ports over. They're spending a lot of money on port studios right now, getting stuff ported. So hopefully they're good quality.
Well, yeah,
ports.
because they know they can make their money back. That's why. Because we buy games.
Yep. Anyway, I'm not going to hold you guys too long. Thank you for coming and rocking out with me on this Super Bowl Sunday. It's always a pleasure. We had about 200-some people in here. Thank you guys for the super chats and everything like that. We will go live tomorrow. Y'all heard Buck tomorrow around maybe 5 o'clock. So check us out on Next Gen 720 channel. Go over there and subscribe. Hit the like button. Talk your shit. All that stuff we're gonna put on the show for you. Hopefully Sony will announce the state of play, and so we can all the leaks and stuff can start coming out from that, so we can get some more up-to-date news. Anyway, thank y'all for rocking out with me. We out. Peace.